If you're a flooring company and you only do $50,000 a month, or you only have like one crew, then you just need somebody for 3 or 4 hours a week. Let's see here.
Connected to the headphones
Now we
now.
have the previous audit, right, that we've looked at, or no? Don't you have a young adult that's supposed to join us? Was it Erin or someone?
She's right here.
And she's going to learn this?
I'll
Yes.
pop on.
She'll pop on as well.
Okay, good.
We're trying to do Kathy's job plus ours today.
Well, big shoes.
So where are you today?
I'm in Vegas today.
Oh, okay. You look tired.
I am tired. Oh, I fooled you. Yeah, it's some crazy travel. I mean, I've been in like 10 countries, 12 countries in the last 2 months. I'm flying to Vancouver tonight, and then there's a lot more cities in the next 2 months. So
Yeah. Well, you got to go do your
doing everything I can.
baths and your chamber.
That's right. I mean, I've got all my oxygen water here. I bring it with me on the plane.
Yeah. Good
And,
for you.
just trying to do my best, keep up with all the Greg Beebes and other folks. There's
Yeah.
Aaron. All right.
Well, do you get to get a nap in before your next scheduled?
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I get 5 more meetings, and then I get to. There you are, Aaron. Let's get the show on the road. We're talking about your SEO and the digital marketing for all sorts, right?
Yep. Right.
So what we looked at before was that we're not ranking on very many keywords. And that's because we haven't established with Google that we have authority with concrete coding companies, even though you guys are the supplier. So it's very simple. Build content that will appeal to the concrete coding companies, just like take the workshops and whatever that you've done and turn them into blog posts or upload them to YouTube and embed those YouTubes inside blog posts and write articles featuring the customers you have, these flooring companies that buy product from you and get training from you. And not because you're trying to do it as a testimonial, but because you're trying to actually highlight how successful they are or things that are part of this business. Because, you teach like how to do the 1-day floors and whatnot. So look, these are the links to you. You don't have very many of them. Most sites have thousands. A few dozen might be like actually good ones from customers and partners and conferences and people in your community and just other things which are votes where people link to you, right? Is that a vote is a link or a like or a review, like someone watching a video, someone being a follower. All of those are basically votes, right? As far as Google can see.
Yeah.
And if it's public, then Google can see it. So you can see like basically you have a couple of these like directory links, which are fine. And we can increase your directory listings. Aaron can learn how to do that. Easy, very easy. And then you have pristine pool decks, which is like the only one that seems to be talking about you. And then it links on, oh, link removed. Okay, well, not anymore. They didn't have any juice to pass you anyway. They're only a DR 0.1. And you have a DR 3, which is 0 basically. So we should get this up to, I mean, it's a niche industry, but because you're national and it's B2B, this really should be like 25 or 30. And so this domain rating, it's one of many measures, but it's a measure of how much juice you have from the different votes. And these links, each of these links are all worth something or nothing. Or, like this is not worth anything. There's a link to you, but this looks like a spam link anyway. Hard bond, no one uses this as an anchor text. Hard bond polyurea base coat part A image. So someone just stole your image on this random site that's linking to you. This is not even in English. What is this? Pretty sure there's like a WordPress spam site. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like not a customer of yours.
No.
Okay, well, they're selling sauces for dumplings, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this has nothing to do with what you do. But somehow, oh yeah, it's a spam. This site must have been infected because they're tropic based. This must be one of their sauces, and then here it links to hard.
No, tropical.
No, that's not it. And probably this one. What is this? .id 22-inch microfiber dust mop refill. Same thing, image spam. Actually, they're all images here. You see that image. Yeah, you have no links. You have no authority with Google. So Google's like, whatever. Their signature looks like a bunch of spam sites because you don't have any real ones. So as a result, you don't rank on many keywords. You rank on your name, all source, and maybe product names that are all keyword difficulty 0. Super easy. Concrete floor supply. You should rank on that in position 18. 600 people a month are searching on this, but we're in 18. And here are the other people that rank ahead of us. And we can look at how much power they have. They'll have more. Concrete Floor Supply. 6, we can easily beat them. Amazon, of course. Extreme Polishing Systems. Wow, they're way higher. And they dominate on concrete floor supply. Concrete floor supply. You know these other people? You probably know who they are, huh?
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay, yeah, you can put your stuff on YouTube, all the training. Epoxy, etc. This is like medium power. Oh, it's not bad. 19, we can beat them. It's going to be hard to beat the big players, like Yahoo and Amazon and like they're all like 99,
Yeah.
right? Instagram 99. But we can certainly win. Oh, shoot, even a Yahoo directory listing is ahead of you. Should be able to beat them. Yeah. So your SEO is super easy. It's super easy to fix and super easy to do. Your homepage is where all the traffic's coming from, not like it's a lot. And then there's some of these product pages you have that get a smattering of traffic, but your site, last I checked, was kind of like a directory, or it's like an e-com thing where it like lists all the things you have, right? And it's just like a standard shopping website, but it doesn't have this. So it says like expert advice and customer service, but it doesn't have that. That's what I want to see. So if I'm looking at any of the products, great. Yeah, they have all this information about vinyl chips, for example. But okay, so here's all the different colors, this color, that color, that color. But where's the information that shows like, oh, well, here's one, here's, Cardinal Concrete Coatings or whoever, or here's Greg, here's Excel and Greg, and this is this, and here they're using this product, and look at how it looks, and here it is, here's one floor that's using this thing here, right? And you start to show examples, right? But this is a product catalog. This whole website's a product catalog. So great, you have this Chips Unlimited, quarter-inch Cambria. Then if I look at this and I right click, Aaron, you should be all over this. Search image with Google. This is, well, at least Google knows that this is, it's on this site, but is this same picture from the manufacturer? See, the same picture is used here too.
It's not even on. So King Kong is one of our contractors that we sell to. So they took our picture off of our website because we left them all unlocked.
That's fine. No, we want them to do that, but
Mhm.
you should have them like all these other, like King Kong should say, oh, when we're proud to, or, they have a blog post saying, hey, I went to this training in Wisconsin or the World of Concrete in Vegas, and I got to hang out with, Andrea and Catherine, and, this is one of the products we bought. Like, you just want to have posts where they're sharing their expertise, you're sharing your expertise, you're honoring them, they're honoring you, right? You got to show that industry relationship, because what Google wants, this is just to show you, like, I'm sure you trust me already, but just to show you where it's coming from, so it's not just like me making stuff up. Google standards here, they have this thing called EAT. They added an extra E for experience. So Google wants you to show your experience. Everything that I'm telling you is about showing your experience in the industry. Why do they add the extra E? Because of all this AI generated nonsense. You guys know how like you can use ChatGPT and whatever, like just write all kinds of nonsense, right?
Yeah.
So then how do you show that you guys are the real thing compared to some Vietnamese like sauce thing that's showing the same pictures as them? Like, if you're Google, how can you tell who is legit versus like all those spam sites that are using your images and grabbing stuff from your website to build their spam sites, right?
Yeah.
So look, they're so clear. They want to show that you actually have experience, such as with the actual use of a product. You see that?
Mhm.
Having actually visited the place, communicated with what a person actually experienced. There's some situations where what you really value most is content produced by someone who has firsthand life experience on the topic. So if we apply Google standards to anything here, like concrete coatings, you should have all kinds of stuff about concrete coatings. There's this kind of concrete coating, that kind. See, is this even real? Let's search this image.
I think it's a stock image.
Yeah, it's a stock image. Yeah, this dude is all over the place. Look at all these places. Right? Titan garage floors. Like, why can't any of these people, Home Depot, that's probably where it came from. Premium Concrete Resurfacing, New Finish LLC. So you see like all these other guys that are probably customers of yours or buy from you. These guys can't even be bothered to have actual pictures and videos of their people doing it, and they all have to rip this photo. What is wrong with these people, right? And I know that you don't spend your time looking at Google's guidelines and whatnot. Like, that's what Dennis does, so of course he knows this stuff. But isn't it like super clear what Google says? And then they have this thing here called the Quality Rater, Search Rater Guidelines. So there's this, if you really want to learn SEO, Aaron, you should read this at one point. It's this 170-page document you can see here. They update it every year. And they basically explain how search works, like anytime someone's searching on something, who should rank on the, buy a cheap iPhone or whatever it might be. And they go through what they're looking for, which is EEAT, experience, expertise, authority, trust. So if you want to build experience, expertise, authority, trust, you have to add stuff here. There's none here. Your website's a catalog. I'm not saying the website's bad. It's just we need Aaron to go through our training on the Content Factory so that every one of these pages here that talks about your equipment or the training or this particular product or this kind of like, all the stuff that's necessary for a concrete coding company to do their stuff should be, to show the faces of the people and collect little videos. Oh, and this is a parasitic link. You see this website by Thundera Multimedia? Like there's no juice for the vampire to suck anyway. And website builders should have known that everyone in the industry knows this is a big no-no. And in the last few years, Google, if anyone that even builds websites, not that we should have to teach these people, they should know better than that. I mean, it's crazy that this even has to happen, but they know that parasitic links don't carry, or maybe they don't. Parasitic links don't pass any juice to them anyway. So, okay, great. Thundera Multimedia, this is their website. Really? That's it? Okay. Oh, that's funny. You go to their website, this is all you see. You have to scroll down before eventually see anything. But then if you look at their site, because of all the parasitic links, they're DR50, but you rank on way more keywords than they do. They rank on like nothing, and you rank on like a couple hundred, which is still nothing, because they put the website by Thundera at the bottom of every single page, website by Thundera, website by Thundera. So do you see how they have a lot of juice with the DR50, but Google sees it's not worth anything because it's all parasitic links. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just imagine like you're Google, and you see on all these different websites, there's a link in the bottom saying built by Thundera. And I'm not trying to like trash Thundera Media. I'm just trying to show you that because this happens all the time by companies that don't know any better. I mean, if anyone building your website, you figure they should be the ones who know this, right? But they don't. And Google looks at this site and says, well, Thundera Media, Multimedia, all their links come from places like here, where at the bottom it says website by Thundera Media. So do you think in Google's eyes, based on the standards that we know Google has, we just went over them, Google EEAT, does the link here that goes website by Thundera, does that communicate true experience, expertise, authority, and trust?
No.
So if
Nope.
you're Google, do you think that because of this link, this should help Thundera Media get more clients and rank on website design or whatever they want to rank on?
No.
Yeah, but they're all technical and they know more about websites than you do, right?
Yeah.
But is this not obvious now?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to hammer Thundera Media. I'm just trying to show you the Google standards are very basic, very easy to understand. I've wondered for 30 years why people try to make it this complicated voodoo. And yes, there's technical things and we can cover technical things. I'm intentionally trying to not talk about technical things, but your website you should fix.
Okay.
Because there's like so little information about you guys, even on the About Us. So we go to the About Us. Okay, so what would you expect if you went to, I know this is your site, so it's hard to, you're like too close to it, but if you went to some company's site and you're looking at the About Us on some company, what would you expect to see?
What are they about?
Yeah, about the company, maybe some of the people,
Right.
A little bit of both.
facility. But if you just show the building, that's not really about us. Because when you think about us, you think about the company, the people, how they got started. And like, if there's going to be like the best thing here when there's About Us.
I just need to minimize that picture a little bit more because it's just
I'm sure
taking
below
up all that
yeah.
space.
Yeah. There's Roy and Kathy. We had some good steak in Chicago. You guys missed out.
I wish I was there.
There you are. Okay. So just for SEO purposes, from this page, you should have each of these should become another URL that goes to each of the pages here, right? And then their LinkedIn's, they can link from there to here just to show, more people instead of just like a picture, right? So Aaron, I believe this is actually you. Where else are you using this picture?
Nowhere.
Nowhere.
I
That's
hate that
right.
picture.
While managing the all source social media accounts in the website. All right. So you're the one who needs to fix all these things.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. And there's Andrea. You're like almost smiling here. Like you're about to smile, but you're not quite smiling. Your mouth is smiling, but your eyes are not smiling. Aaron's eyes are
Oh.
smiling. You see that?
Yeah.
You're smiling for real now because you smile with your eyes, right? And then not that it's a huge deal, but do you have a picture where there's more team members instead of just this building?
See, I've told them that we need to get a team picture done. And Kathy doesn't want to because she doesn't like her picture.
Nobody wants their picture. You think I want my picture? But you know, people do business with people. And you know, who am I to tell you? This is a relationship business, right? People don't just go to whatever website has this one product that's cheaper. Or yeah, maybe you have the largest selection of all these products. Maybe, I don't know. But they continue to buy from you because they built a relationship and then they have questions along the way. And so it's like any B2B service business. I mean, you're a B2B product business, but you're really a B2B service business because it's based on the relationships.
Another stock image.
Yeah, he's
I
random.
think all of our pictures, besides some of our tip pictures, are all stock images.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they are because this is what we looked at a few months ago.
Yeah, it was all built before I got here.
Well, I think I would ask these people who've linked to you in the bottom of every single one of your pages to probably fix that. Or why don't you just take it away, Aaron? Why don't you? This is clearly not going like the fact that we're even doing an audit and I'm having to explain 101 kinds of things. I know it might sound like, oh, Dennis is like so sophisticated. I promise you, this is all 101 stuff. We can go sophisticated if you want, right? But you don't need that. It's so easy. Look at the keywords we're trying to win on. They're so easy. Look, oh, this is their keywords. Okay. Oh, because they're in Oshkosh. They're a local website company. Oh, newsflash. A website company in your city doesn't mean they're going to build better websites in your city. Like they have no advantage over a website builder in any country. They just need to build proper websites. A VA can do a better job than these guys, provably. Okay. So if we go back to these keywords, we want to rank on concrete floor supply and, supplies for concrete flooring companies and concrete flooring, training and how to hire a technician and epoxy floor design, like all these ones, right?
Mhm.
These are all so, you see the green? They're so easy. Like, how do you polish a concrete floor? Keyword difficulty 0. And then all the different, so someone who's searching on CPS G320 grinder, they're probably a concrete flooring company. I doubt my mom is searching on CPS G320 grinder, right?
Right.
And we're barely showing up. We're in position 18. We fell from 25 to 18 on CPS grinder on a keyword difficulty 0. How is it that there's 17 people that rank ahead of us on a CPS grinder? You know why now, right?
Yeah, we need to get real.
Yeah. And so all these different things, flooring issues, or all the things that a concrete coating company would care about. So just enhance your top pages. So let's start with your top pages. Here they are, homepage all the way down. Notice like the homepage has some traffic, and then after that, it's just 0. It doesn't even matter. It's all 0. These web pages are not worth anything. No one comes to them. 0.
So how do you get to this page? Like Aaron probably knows that, but
Oh, I'm just using one of my favorite tools. There's many, many tools. These tools are all
I've used SEMrush.
same thing.
Yeah.
They're all the same thing. I was on the advisory board for SEMrush. They don't like it when I show other tools, but it doesn't matter. They all show about the same thing. I promise you, the issue is not which tool you use. They all, I mean, like Nike or Adidas, you're going to jump just about as high, no matter, I don't care if it's Puma or it's going to be you're going to be the same. You're not going to be a better basketball player because you switched to Nike. You know what I mean? Whatever tool, it's not the tool. Okay.
Right.
People love to like argue with me about their favorite tools. Like Leonardo da Vinci used like a certain paintbrush. That's why he was so good. Sure, it was the paintbrush. Okay. So you guys have had these trainings and you have industry relationships. Who could maybe, next time you get these people on Zoom or whatever, just like say, hey, I just want to interview you. We're here for, just like ask you like what's going on and feature you, feature your experience because you now just, hired a second crew. Greg just hired a second crew and they're growing and, here's like what's the state of the economy and like kind of what's going on in your business because we want to share your news and your learnings and kind of what's going on with the other people in this community of flooring companies.
Yeah.
So think of yourself as more training, advisory. I mean, yes, you make money by selling products, but in order to please Google and to please all these people that are coming to the site. So if I go to your YouTube, I imagine a lot of this could be repurposed. Oh, 2 subscribers. Oh, okay. Now you have 3 subscribers. Look,
Yay.
there's nothing here. Oh, you have an ad. Oh, okay. So at least from the ad, the beginning of the ad showed these people, right? You're doing some training, showing how to use this equipment, right?
Yep.
That's great. But what's better is featuring the people like, hey, today we're at the World of Concrete and we're with so-and-so. And hey, so-and-so, what's going on? Well, today we're showing how to use this thing to do the one-day floor, or here's something about metallic that you didn't know, or Here's you guys as concrete companies don't explain like the difference between epoxy versus polyurea and why, or polyaspartic is 3 times stronger. Just there's so many things. Like, I'm not saying you have to go into that deep level of expertise, but there's got to be people telling stories, right? Which goes back to what I showed you with Google standards. And you just,
I haven't even seen these videos.
well, they're from a long time ago, but someone saw them. And then these guys are, there's groups of these folks on Facebook, for example, engage with them. So whenever you highlight an interview, think of it as like a micro podcast, right? So you have, okay, so XYZ epoxy floors is in Fond du Lac. Okay, so you shared their thing.
Yep.
You did this, Aaron. Good job. So it's on TikTok. But how many guys who run concrete flooring companies are on TikTok? They're not on, you're on TikTok, but old people like me, we're on Facebook. Yeah. Okay, this is great. Yeah. Yeah. We had 4 great training sessions in the last 2 weeks. And then we're talking about microguard. Cool. Tell me about microguard. Okay, these people are standing around this. Is microguard this machine?
No.
See, I don't even know. I can't even tell from here. So you have all these pictures, but remember what Google's stories are is like show like, okay, so clearly someone is explaining something here. But there's no like you're teasing me because these guys are all standing around watching this guy explain something. I would love to see like say a few things about what's going on here or show a video from this, like just a little clip, a little something. Like of most people that collect pictures, they just like take a few pictures. So then we kind of have to guess what's going. There's no experience being shared. And then this guy has got his arms crossed, like, why are you taking a picture? I don't want to be in this picture.
Yeah.
It's kind of creepy, actually.
But okay, so clearly there's some kind of training going on, but just record it and have the sound from someone explaining, okay, today we're talking about this. And then this guy on Zoom is saying this and asking this question. And then there's this other company who makes all this other stuff that we just saw. And what do they have to say? All you see are the backs of these dudes' heads. This is boring. But if we knew what this guy here on Zoom was saying, then that might be more interesting. Oh, he's teaching us how to do something, right? Clearly, he's teaching something because all these other people, their faces, especially because their hands are up like this, their faces show like they're paying attention to something. Like he's saying something interesting. We have no idea what he's saying, right?
Can I tell you, it's amazing what you can get out of a picture, like what you see, like as the professional, right? Like,
No, but
Vers-
Andrea, you look at this. When you look at this picture, this basically says these people are cold, right?
it was cold.
Like
They
you can
were
tell that. You can
complaining.
tell based on
Yeah.
the way people are dressed and like these people
Yeah.
are trying to pay attention, but they're cold. And I think the reason why this guy has his arms crossed is not because he's doubting, but because he's cold.
Yeah.
And so this is probably what in Wisconsin where you are in the winter. It doesn't show like who is saying what and what they're talking about. And so if you just do you have these trainings recorded? You have like videos, right?
I have some clips from
Clips.
it.
Just record all of these things. Okay, this is great. So now you're selling. We're more than just distributors, meaning we're more than just selling you these products and machines. We're partners in your success story. Okay. So what does it mean versus like, A, you're saying we don't just have some shopping cart where you can order all this stuff. We're partners. Well, partners means that we're going to train you and we have people. But if you show just pictures, oh, look, here's all these flooring supplies. Oh, look, here's a warehouse full of this stuff. Oh, look, here's the building. But that your words say one thing, but your pictures and everything else on your website says something else, completely different from what you say. Do you see that? Do you see the hypocrisy here?
Hmm.
Oh, we're partners. Pictures of all of our stuff.
Yeah.
So if you believe in what I'm saying here, then you should apply the 4-stage content factory thing that we teach, as in Aaron should do that, right? And it's actually very easy. Get all the content in one place, right? Google Drive, whatever, Dropbox, all these pictures and videos, testimonials, interviews that you collect, trainings, get it all into one folder. And then it's easy to repurpose that into multiple other. So we think, Aaron, that your content should be independent of YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, whatever. So if you look at mine and go back one, okay. I was in Serbia. No, I was in Slovenia just 2 weeks ago speaking at this conference. And here's the 4-stage content factory. I teach this everywhere, right? So get all the stuff in one place, especially little 5-10 minute Zoom interviews. Just as you talk to your customers, highlight them. You want to make them look good. Ask them what's going on. You understand, like just the conversations you guys are already having about what's going on. Just record them, and they'll say yes, and And then a VA, you should hire a full-time VA for $500 a month just to do all this. So Erin can be the VA for now, but her time is worth more than $3 an hour. I'm sure she's got all kinds of things to do besides that. But then again, if you hire whoever that other multimedia company is, they don't know how to do it either, right? They clearly do not know how to do any of this because they don't know anything about concrete coding and supply. They don't. They know maybe something about, they don't even know about how to build websites. And then you process this, the red part, so then it can live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, website, all these places, right? So your content, see that first box, Erin, is independent of where it gets posted in that third box. So you have the video, like don't just post it on YouTube, post it everywhere. And then $1 a day, promote it at the end. So this is the 4-stage. See if we got a better picture of that. Oh, this is me in Dubai like a month ago, teaching about how to build authority and tell stories. And there's Roger Wakefield. This is Del of Del Frisco. This is the guy behind that steakhouse. I had no idea like there was, well, of course, there's usually some guy. Where's the Content Factory picture? There's Roger Wakefield. I'm teaching. Okay. There's Are You Googleable? Oh, here it is. This one. This is the one. Yeah. This is the 4-stage Content Factory. This is what I want you guys to implement. And this also is good for all of your customers. So all these flooring companies, they usually have been, you know how like Greg got taken for a ride, paid thousands of dollars for years and realized that he got nothing for it, which is a shame, But all these other flooring companies have no idea about their website or their SEO. They're just technicians that go around. They just want to do floors. Like I get it. They're not business people. They just want to do floors, right? So this SEO and website and marketing thing is a complete mystery to them. So if we can do it right for all source, why can't we just make it so that all of these other guys can work together? Maybe, everyone pitches in $100 a month to hire a VA. Like 5 people could share one VA who works full time for those 5. And one of them has to be the manager, of course, right? And then that one VA who knows concrete coatings can do this across all the other flooring companies. And then you just like build it as your own thing. I'm not saying start an agency. I'm just saying just try to help out these other guys and link to them. So you interview them for 5 minutes, feature them, put it as a blog post. So Erin, you know how to make a blog post, right?
Yep.
Super easy, right? How long does it take to take a video and turn it into a blog post?
Not long.
Yeah. So then just do that all day long. And then when that blog post goes live, feature them and say, hey, so excited to feature what Greg Beebe had to say about whatever's going on. Something that would appeal to other flooring companies. I don't know anything about floors, so whatever you would say, right? You talk about this all day long. It'd be no problem for you, right? And so then that's produced in the first box, then process. You can run through Descript or ChatGPT or whatever it is. So many tools. The AI tools are ridiculous, as you know, because few of us did this 3 days of AI this and AI that, which I'm sure Greg and Lou and these guys told you how ridiculous these AI tools are. And we won't even open the can of worms by saying, what about this tool? And what about that tool? Like, yeah, I know. There's lots of them to do all kinds of crazy things. And then you post it. The AI tools allow you to process it, but you don't even have to process it. Aaron, you can just post that stuff raw as it is, download the video from Zoom off of your phone and just post it to all these places. And then when you've posted it to the website or Twitter or wherever, you say, hey, so excited. This is what Marco had to say about running Facebook ads. If you're a flooring company, here's the best performing Facebook ad. Like I would call up Marco and say, hey, Marco, let's do a 10-minute Zoom. Show me what's the best Facebook ad you have. Go ahead and tell me. Show me, right? How's it performing? Oh, it's getting $30 per call and $45 per booked appointment where we get an estimate. And so the average cost of a customer is $70 for a $4,000 floor. So the ROI on that's really good. Really? Okay. So tell me, how do you build that thing? Well, what you do is you set up a Facebook ad like this. Like, okay, cool. Well, thank you so much, Marco, for showing us how you do your thing.
No, yeah, I definitely am.
And then anything you don't know about, because most people, if they don't know about something, that causes them to not want to make content about it. And then what I do is like, if I don't know something about whatever, let's see. Like I have, for example, I'm growing my hair back. So I have this red light therapy hat and it turns on and supposedly, I've read the research behind it. So I don't know anything about it. So I talked to the doctors that are behind this thing. They explain why the red light wavelength at 650 nanometers is like the right light for growing hair based on all these studies, right? Or like I've been doing all this stuff on health and I've been taking my blood pressure, learning about my blood work too. Like I'm taking these blood things I'm interviewing these doctors about stuff I have no idea about. Like, okay, so tell me, like how is it that beet powder, like I found out, it's like, just give you a random example. I have some friends that have high blood pressure. They've been taking medication. And I found out that eating beets lowers your blood pressure because of the nitric oxide
She
in
has it
there,
on her desk.
instead of taking all these random pills, which cause, have side effects and whatever, right? And a lot of my friends have told me about this and how they've taken different kinds of, eating beets. I like the taste of beets. So I've interviewed a couple doctors on Zoom just for a few minutes, like, so Dr. Philip Avadi, tell me, like, how does having beet powder affect my blood pressure? And why is blood pressure such an important component of my metabolic health, which then reduces my chance of having a heart attack as a 50-year-old male? Tell me again, like in plain English, without all the medical terms, tell me like what you just said. Explain that again. Blah, 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 blah. So anything you don't know about, this is for any of you guys. So I think Aaron should be the cheerleader on it.
I've tried getting Roy to do an interview for a post and he just won't do it.
Really? I'll just interview him on Zoom. I think I'd be the ideal interviewer because I'll be like, hey, Roy, I don't know a thing about concrete coating companies. Can you explain this and that? And how'd you get started? And what is it like running a company, because you guys are not doing the floors, but even though you know how to do floors, but you're helping these other guys and helping them grow. What's the biggest problem you see of these people that come to you? Like, what do you guys teach in these trainings? What are you guys even talking about? You're standing around watching some dude apply something on a floor, and then you're polishing it down, and then you're making sure it's flat, and then
Yeah.
tell me like why, tell me about this and tell me about that. What is that machine? Oh, well, that machine's a CPS grinder or whatever it is, right? Okay, well, what's the difference between that really big one versus that small one?
Yeah, I'll force them to do it.
I mean, shoot, I'd even fly out to Wisconsin because Greg is going to buy me a steak dinner.
Oh,
And we could stop by and I can interview you. Or, better, the next training that you have. Just, you guys have tons of trainings. Just record this stuff, right? And I bet you in one day of recording all the stuff, you would have enough that you have basically nothing on the website. You just have like manufacturers, the stuff out of the catalog. It's not even yours.
Dennis, you talked about the VAs.
Yeah.
So how does one, and of course, Kathy has to talk, we have to talk to Kathy about all this stuff, but where is the best route to go to look?
So we have training on how to do this, but basically go to onlinejobs.ph, and this is where there's millions of VAs here, and you create a job post, and all these VAs will start applying to your stuff. Like, this guy applied today or whatever. Okay. Is this still available? Full-time website expert. That's what they're applying for. Okay. And here's a job posting. You can copy it. And so we have tons of these. And then you screen.
Is that on your website? That's on your website
in
then?
our training, but we'll give you access to it. Like, here's one. This one is applying for the website expert. Okay, so this guy wants to make $14 an hour. Yeah, I don't think so. I think $3 an hour. But you can see all this information. His IQ is too low, only 111. There's the stuff on what's going on. And like, we can help you.
Yeah.
Right? So you can use our stuff, and we have this thing called the metrics.com/VAH, VA hiring guide. And we go into how do you hire a VA? Just go through this whole thing. We'll give you free access to it. You don't have to pay the $189, right? And it goes through this whole thing. There's videos and pictures and all this. Like, here's the 6 roles you can hire for. And you use magic words, which are booby traps. So if they don't use the magic word in their application, then, they're disqualified for not paying attention based on the role they're in, right? And explain, here's what they have to, here's the 6 phases to go through. And here's what we've learned about hiring VAs. This is how much you pay them, $3 an hour. And then they can move their way up as they become more skilled based on the courses we have and get certified, right? And here's all the stuff on how do you do this, okay? How you onboard them by giving them access to stuff. How do you make them, accountable, because they have to do a daily report. They have to do a weekly status. And there's this detailed document as well. You can see, like, if you want to read, you can read stuff, go through the whole thing, right? Project management.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. And it's not hard. And we even have a group of 40,000 VAs. This one, digital marketing with Dennis Yoon. See?
I think we were a part of that one. I think.
And then you'll see that I'm posting news and updates in here, and people look. Oh, there's Jack Hughes. Jack's dad was at the AI seminar. Here it is. Vanara. My name's Vanara. I'm from Suriname. I'm eager to learn, and I want to learn digital marketing. Okay. Here's this other person, Vanessa. She says she's 40. Really? Mother of 4. Okay. And here's one. Look, what does she say?
Suriname. At first, I would like to thank Mr. Rico and Mr. Dennis for this opportunity. It's been a while since I have heard of digital marketing. So when I saw the post yesterday night, I told myself I will grab this opportunity. I have eager to learn, so I started doing a research. Yes, this morning, because I believe something great will happen. I have a small business where I sell sweets, cake, ice pop.
And she wants to learn digital marketing like all these other ones, right? Look at them.
Good day. My name is Purdy Weinderman. I am from Suriname, South America. I am eagerly looking forward to join this group and learn more about digital marketing. So
I don't know. I might hire her for $3 an hour, and there's all sorts of people here. There's so many of them. They're all sharing their stuff here, right? All of them want to get jobs, right? Learning how to do this, the 4-stage content factory, which is exactly what we teach, like we do in these audits. Yeah, we'll help you get the approval from Catherine or whatever, so you can hire a VA using our process. We don't make any money. Did you hurt your thumb?
I smashed it in a vehicle door.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Ouch. Can you
it's
type?
shattered.
You just like
My
one-handed
joint is.
typing? Okay. Dang, that's nuts. All right. Ouch. It hurts just thinking about that.
Yes, very painful.
All right. So was this helpful? Was this like
Oh my gosh.
for
Yes.
SEO and all this? Like, do you feel like you have a good understanding of how Google and social media and all that stuff works, and how there's like, it's not a technical, I mean, yes, there's technical things. When we have engineer people, we have technical people that will help you, but is it not refreshing to see what needs to happen? Does it not feel clear?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's good. Appreciate your time as always. Yeah, simple stuff just to showcase who we are, real people, and how we're helping the people.
Yeah. And get
I
that
got
library
blog
material.
posts and interviews written on my notes. So I can
Videos,
post them.
largely like, just as people are doing stuff, just capture the moment, capture stories, capture knowledge, capture experiences, celebrate successes, celebrate the community. It's not about like testimonials or, oh, we use all source for all of our stuff. And like, okay, sure, that's great. But I'm looking for stories and knowledge and value, not just like, oh, we really like working with all source. They have a big warehouse. Yeah, clearly you do, right? They have all kinds of stuff in their warehouse. Even behind you, there's all this stuff. I don't even know what those things are, but maybe that's metallic flake or who knows what those things are, right? But it's people. In any business, it's always about people and relationships. And that's what's completely, you see how the website looks like a catalog. There's no people on the website. There's no stories. There's no sharing.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the website. Okay. So if you went back to those website people, they have no idea. I bet you they don't even know what a CPS, whatever thing is. They don't care. They just build websites. You don't need a new website. You need to add things to the website. I mean, there are some things broken with the website, which we can cover next.
Yeah. Just a little
Technically, there's
refresh.
things. I didn't cover any of the technical things because I want to cover the main thing first.
Thanks for not overloading.
Yeah, because I have more things I want to share with you, but one thing at a time.
Yes.
When you go to the buffet, don't put everything on the plate. Put in a few, enough for the first trip.
True. Yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah. So do you feel like you have a concrete path forward? Isn't that pun intended? You have a concrete. Yeah.
Did you get that, Aaron?
Yes.
But do you feel like you know what you need to do and you can do it?
Yeah. Blog posts for the SEOs, look at the content factory stuff, and then interview people, videos and everything, and get those posted.
Yep. And if you want to go further into SEO, I did a podcast with Danny Liebrandt about SEO, and see if I can find it for you.
My name's Danny Liebrandt.
Okay, let me go back to sharing. But I think if you watch this may be a little more technical, but this is a good one to understand SEO, and especially local SEO for your customers. So for these flooring companies, this is what they need to know. And so local's a little different because your customers are all over. But if you're a local business, here's some things that you need to know. And I will paste this into our chat here. But I think if we take what we talked about here today, and then you add in this layer of understanding how they can improve their SEO. I mean, if you improve your SEO, you're improving their SEO at the same time. So why wouldn't you leverage the community? That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, you're not an SEO company, but if you do the stuff that we're talking about, you'll naturally improve their SEO. And then working with them, if they start talking about you, and not as a testimonial, but they just say, today we're using this particular red metallic flake and this machine and blah, blah, blah. Oh, and by the way, we get it from All Source Supply, because I was talking with Andrea, and, she was saying this, right? That's it. Just like little mentions. It doesn't even have to be links, but any content they make should be turned into blog posts. And then they should be linking to you. Like in their in the about section of each of their their websites, they should say, oh, and we've been working with all sorts for the last 12 years or, whatever it is. And that's it. That's all, we buy our stuff from them, and we also get our trading there, and that's how we keep up in the industry. So it makes them look good. It makes you look good. It shows that these people are not just random people doing floors, but they're part of a community, and they get training, and they keep up to date, and they meet other people who are flooring companies in other cities, obviously not direct competitors, right?
Right.
We all help each other, right? Because I don't mind talking about a flooring company in San Diego. If I'm a flooring company in Wisconsin, they're not a competitor.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't, I have no problem talking about, oh, look, check out this garage that they did. Isn't that really, look at the pattern there.
Right.
And check out this floor here and check out that. And like, oh, look at what Greg just did. Look at what his team did, like, and just everyone's honoring each other. I don't see why concrete flooring companies aren't honoring their peers. They're almost always just promoting their own stuff. And even then they put so little content out there that when they do put content, it's just like a picture it's just like a picture of a floor, which for all the reasons I just told you doesn't make any sense, right? And so let's teach them how to do it. Let's teach through our example. So I think Aaron should be the main person to get this thing done. And then most of these other companies probably don't have an Aaron. It's just them, or, whatever. They volunteer some young adult to be the social media website person, which would typically happen.
I think I can get that done.
Yeah. And all of them should have, if you're a flooring company and you only do $50,000 a month, or you only have like one crew, then you just need somebody for 3 or 4 hours a week. Maybe, hire a VA that they can all share, or you hire a VA that initially works on your stuff and then hire another VA and then just use that for your community. And just give away free services from that one VA. $500 a month. And I would consider that part of your marketing budget, where you're helping these companies, because as these companies improve their marketing, they're going to order more materials, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right.
So it's kind of in your interest to help them grow. And then they're going to really appreciate that, because all of these concrete flooring guys, their marketing is terrible. Complaint after complaint. Yep, I paid this guy all this money. Like, no, don't do that. Run Facebook ads. Either do it yourself or have Marco do it, where I think he's like $1,700 a month or whatever. SEO in-house, right? Website. If you don't have a website, or if you need your website redone, pay someone on Upwork $850 using our template one time, $850 to get a proper website. And then $20 a month is what it costs on, maybe it's 30, $20 a month on WP Engine. Don't pay $500 a month, which is just free money to some random person.
Nope.
What am I getting for my $500 a month? Well, so you're getting support and updates, and really, come on now, that's free profit for you. I'm paying $20 a month. That's what I should be paying, because I know the rest of that's profit for you. Okay. Just let's crush all these people. I don't mean to hate on these folks, but they're not delivering value for these flooring companies.
Yeah.
Most of them aren't.
Yeah.
And you just realized that SEO is not this complicated, because all these people would try to make you think this website stuff's really complicated. And they want to argue with me. I'm a freaking search engine engineer. Good luck trying to argue with me, right? And they still have the balls to argue with me and tell me I don't know what I'm doing I don't know anything about SEO, even though I'm a search engine engineer. I worked at the search engines. How can I not know? Right?
Yeah.
I would love to take this discussion here and turn it into an article honoring you guys with your permission. And I'll link to you, and your domain rating will increase, because the vote from my site, which has a lot of authority in digital marketing, will help you rank better. Just one link from me will make, because you don't really have anything. So
yeah,
just one thing like that. And then I'll do that on my dime.
well, that
I
would
want to see you do that for other people. Anything else? I know we're over the hour, but we started
Oh
late.
gosh, totally appreciate all the information. You're just, note taker here.
Well, Zoom
all
will
the
give us
stuff
the
done.
video later, so we'll send it to you.
Okay.
perfect.
And then when we'll talk to Kathy if she's in tomorrow or Friday, and then we'll go over everything we talked about. And if she has questions, we can email you then, Dennis.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate everything and all of the tips that you gave me. I will start working on that tomorrow.
Yeah. And then if you don't have access to all the courses in the academy, just message Stephanie at blitzmetrics.com. I think you do. I remember like 6 months ago, or at least I think.
I have access to most of them.
Wow.
I don't believe it was all of them.
Okay.
I'll take a look at that and I'll email her.
Okay, good. And then if you need live help Thursdays at 2 p.m. Pacific, you can bring any sort of questions. We have what we call office hours.
Okay.
Stephanie did email the link.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. And let's help out Greg. Greg needs a little SEO love. He needs, some website stuff.
Yes. I told him I'd help him out, so
So you should hire one VA, maybe hire two. I love hiring two at a time. I don't like to hire just one at a time because I like to have, there's only one, they can kind of slack off. But if there's two, they hold each other accountable if you follow our guidelines to hire for quality.
that is true.
So two of them's $1,000 a month. And you can get Greg and some of these other people to chip in.
Yeah.
We'll say, like, you know what, Greg, I know you don't want to have to manage and hire a VA. Why don't you send me $250 a month and then we'll just manage your VA for you, okay? And part of that, their time will be working on your stuff. Because I know Greg and Lou have this technophobia.
Yes.
Even though I think I'll say, like, this stuff is not so hard. See, look, it's like this. And like, oh, here, click here, click there, do this. And like, Dennis, that's so easy for you because you've been doing it for 30 years. But I've never done any of this. It's all new to me. Like, okay, well, fine, let's get a VA. And you build up a team of VAs, Aaron. Build up a team of 2 or 3 VAs and help all your customers. Yeah, they come visit you for the trainings, but I think the marketing thing's just as important.
Oh, for sure. I think we touched a little bit on marketing, our last 2 trainings we did, just a little bit, just to, explain the importance of actually doing it,
But I feel like you can't teach them digital marketing unless we look at your stuff and you live and breathe what we teach too.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Hypocrisy, right? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. What else can I do for you? I feel like this is a lot.
I got a lot to work on.
It was good though. It was good. Stuff we needed to hear.
Agencies will never tell you this stuff because it's kind of not in their interest.
Well, if we want to be successful, we have to follow your guidance on what we need to do because you were behind the scenes. You know how it all works. So
yeah, I train up thousands of agencies, so I can tell you that they have no idea most don't have any idea what they're doing. And get that website company to remove their parasitic. If you're in control of your website,
I have access to do that.
kick them out.
We just went back to them. We had someone else managing our website and then they screwed us over. So we went back to them. So yeah, I can take that off.
So are you paying them?
Oh, we only pay them for the work that they do hourly, if there's anything that we need done to the website.
All right. I can't imagine what you need done to the website except for the stuff that you could do. Or in other words, I don't see anything that they could do that you couldn't do better.
It's just figuring out and not trying to break the website. That's what I'm most afraid of.
Okay. Well, let's get the content stuff going like we talked about. And once you've gotten that kind of going and you have a VA doing most of it, then I'm going to show you how to fix some of these things that are broken on the website.
Okay.
Which whoever's working on your website shouldn't need me to tell you what's broken. Like they should, come on, right?
They should automatically just fix it.
They should already know without me saying, yeah, they should, like, come on, this is the thing that you guys do. It's embarrassing. Like if someone had to come in and fix my stuff for me, I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah. I will get on that then.
Awesome.
Move on.
Cool.